What's up, guys? Miss Pess here, back with another video. It's been a while, but I've been busy, so sorry for the wait, but lots of information to cover today. Number one, 80 is already here, as already mentioned. Um, uh, go and do your Galactic Wars because you're going to need the cash. I've been working on my Magna Trooper still, haven't changed that. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys just how darn stinking much it costs to level up characters here in just a minute. But first, the tank challenge. That mofo is hard. I'm still trying to figure out just how to avoid that shatter point and getting my butt kicked by Mace Windu. Once I figure that out, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But in the meantime, let's see here. I've already leveled quite a few characters up to 72 already. Mostly the characters that I use for arenas and Galactic War, but I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm going to be leveling up Asajj Ventress here very soon to 7 stars. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and just show you how much it's going to cost to level her up. So I don't have enough credits right now. I know 256,000 not enough to level her up all the way, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So throw on some training droids here. Yeah, we're already up to 200,000. Tweak the numbers a little bit. Not like I'm actually going to use these things, but this is a good tactic. I know a lot of people generally don't think about scaling down their droids when leveling characters so as not to waste droids. But there you go, 348,000 credits to level from 70 to 72. Now let's go ahead and take some of those droids off here, see if I can get it right on 71. There you go, perfect. So 170,000 credits, 170.4 thousand credits just to level from 70 to 71. So obviously, go and get those friggin' Galactic Wars done because it's going to cost an arm and a leg to level your characters up to your level as you're leveling up to 80. On my smaller account where I didn't have the leisure of sitting at 70 for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks prior to the level 80 increase, I'm literally struggling to keep just my top 5 characters up to my level because it costs so stinking much to level characters. So, any rate, with that, let's go ahead and look at the developer notes here. So, obviously, the latest developer notes came out a few days ago. I believe 8th was Friday. So, basically, they are reinforcing the guild update, but they wanted to also let us know that next week they will be releasing their game balance update that they talked about last month. This change will change things up quite a bit, but it should make battles much more strategic. One of the biggest things that they're going to be doing is adding protection. Protection will be available for characters once they reach gear level 7. If you aren't sure, that is the first level that your gear character turns purple. 7 is the first purple. So if your character is a purple, they've got protection. When you're battling a character with protection, obviously the protection meter has to be depleted before they can affect the character's health. That's not really a foreign concept to anybody who's played a game like Halo. Armor and resistance will be adjusted to make them much, much more valuable to characters. Advantage is also being reworked to grant 100% crit rather than mitigating armor. So raids, I'm super stoked about raids because I found myself a good guild. All right, raids. They're going to be having 7 different difficulty levels for raids, which makes sense because characters have 7 different tiers. The lowest difficulty is open to all characters, regardless of their tier. Makes sense. Second tier requires tier 2-star characters or higher, I'm assuming, while the highest requires 7-star characters. Makes sense. The rewards for completing a raid scale up with each difficulty. Obviously, makes sense. We're playing an MMORPG here, so all of this makes sense. Guild chat. Guild chat will be a great way for guild members to talk to each other. Makes sense because obviously if you're adding guilds, you have to add some way for those guilds to talk to each other. I'm assuming this is going to be a non-intrusive interface. Hopefully it's not too insane as far as clogging up your screen, because I know players who play on smaller devices, you're already dealing with precious real estate on your phone. So you definitely don't want guild chat clogging up what little space you've got. They're also adding a little Easter egg in here, I think. The mentioning the latest trailer for Rogue One. Could that mean that we're going to have a Rebel meta, maybe? Add more Rebel and Empire characters. Might tempt me to go out and work on leveling up my Admiral Ackbar, because just like Jedi speed boost from Qui-Gon Jinn's leader ability, Admiral Ackbar I've seen is a very, very handy leader when you're working with a Rebel synergy team. So definitely something to look forward to in the coming months if you are a big Star Wars fan. Rogue One looks like a pretty awesome movie. It's definitely going to cure my Star Wars itch this winter between episodes 7 and 8. So just to reiterate, with that balancing patch that they're going to be pushing with speed factoring into damage, Asajj Ventress I think is one of the slowest characters in the game. That could mean a significant damage boost for an already hard-hitting character, which that's pretty awesome. HK-47 I know is also pretty slow at 95, so you could see a significant boost on his damage, which only lends more to those droid synergy teams. Resistance Pilot already hits like a dump truck and has a 115 speed. I believe Darth Vader is another somewhat slow character. Okay, he's 115 as well. So I imagine that a lot of these mid-speed characters around the 110 to 120 speed are probably not going to see much of a damage fluctuation. I'd like to see Barriss Offee get a little bit of a boost to her damage, but I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where the threshold is. Are they going to add damage or take away from a character's damage? I imagine that guild interface is probably going to go somewhere in the ally interface. Only makes sense. And let's see here. What else are we going to try and cover here? Well, video's not very long, so let's go ahead and hit the squad arena, see if I can bust that 100 threshold here. Ooh, Barriss Offee lead. I love fighting teams that have Barriss Offee in the lead. Usually, those are some of the easiest teams to beat. So if you're out there and you put Barriss Offee in your lead, I'm looking for your team. All right, so let's hit Poggle, try and get that stun. Yeah, all right. So strategy here. I think I'm going to try and take out Kylo Ren. He's a little bit of a nuisance. So we'll see what we can do with that. I just got to worry about Barriss Offee getting that heal off before I can take him out. Nope, didn't do it. That's frustrating. So let's go ahead and see if we can stun Barriss here. Success! Knock down some Poggle here. Take him out. Maybe try and get him before he gets that buff off. And fail. Wow. Failing left and right here. So, alright. Let's just take out Kylo, I guess. She's already got her heal off. Ain't gonna damage much there. So speaking about guilds, like I mentioned earlier, I found myself a real good guild. Actually, just jumped on the forums, did a little looking, see what kind of guilds were out there and recruiting on the forums. Found myself a nice little guild. We had about 130 people to distribute across 3 groups, obviously. One group being 50, next group being 50, and the last being whatever characters or players were left over, and possibly alts. I'm putting my second account in that 3rd guild. The guild is called Knights of Ren. Shout out to my guildies out there. We're pretty friggin' stoked about this update coming out. Guilds are going to be friggin' awesome. it's going to add a whole new dynamic to the game, I think. I know that a lot of players who've been playing since public release, like me, are, you know, we're out there looking at our game and just kind of wondering, okay, well, I mean, if you're free to play, obviously you're not going out there and buying a whole bunch of character packs, so you're pretty much relying on what characters you can farm and what characters you can't. So you're kind of stuck with the same characters. So if they add some new characters to the game, or even make some characters farmable through guild raids, I think that'll add a huge new dynamic for us free-to-play players. Because, I mean, we're stuck here with the same old characters, farming them day in, day out. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited. With that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Try to keep my videos around 10 to 12, 10 to 15 minutes. I'll be back with another beginner's guide video soon. So like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.